good news on the newspaper page. And love and tradition of the grand design, some people say, is even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every seam. It's the bigger love of the family.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your semi-final PAFA game highlight commentary. We start out with the Oklahoma City Jaguars taking on the Joplin Crusaders. On the first snap of the game, the Jaguars going for it all, but much like a suicide bomber who hit the trigger too early, it blows up in their face as it's intercepted by the Crusaders. But Joplin would begin to sing, "Anything you can do, I can do better. I can throw interceptions better than you." And they would turn the ball over themselves. Meanwhile, the Kansas Cougars are taking on the Tri-City Panthers. Reggie Langford takes a snap, rolling to his right, got his receiver, who lubed himself up because the defender slipped right off and he runs into the end zone for a Cougars touchdown. Then the Jaguars would make the Crusaders pay as they don't follow the Seattle Seahawks playbook and run the ball inside the 5-yard line to get their first touchdown on the day. Garrett Griffith takes the snap for the Panthers and he's got Daniel Knighton as wide open as a gluteal cleft after eating Taco Bell. And he must be a member of the New Boys because he's doing the jerk all the way into the end zone as he backpedals for a Panthers touchdown. How you let that man slide in the end zone and style on you like that? Call him Sade, cause he's a smooth operator. The Crusaders still trying to get on the board. Carson Smallwood takes the snap, going for it all deep. He's got a man. He just so happens to play for the opposite team. It's intercepted by Jeremy Perry. He's cutting along the 30-yard line, gets across the 40 to the 45, and he's finally tackled at the 47-yard line. Then they'd make them pay a few minutes later in the second quarter as they would score a touchdown on an aerial assault with as much precision as Snoop Dogg selecting his kind of weed for the touchdown. Following back-to-back scores by the Panthers, the Cougars find themselves inside the red zone and they could smell the blood of the Panther as they easily penetrate their defense and get on the board and cut their deficit from 21-6 down to 21-12. Then they would take out their Uno cards and tell the Panthers, "Two for your mistakes," as Reggie Langford takes a snap, hands it off, and scores on the 2-point conversion. The Crusaders still desperate for points like a blind basketball team as Smallwood is going deep, but it's gonna be intercepted by the Jaguars. They're gonna try to lateral it, but the man's got butterfingers as he fumbles in the end zone, and he's trying to figure out how to get out, but you can't shoot bullets with your gun on safety. He's gonna be tackled, and the Crusaders are going to be awarded 2 points. The Cougars find themselves inside the red zone once again and tell the Panthers, "That's a nice lead you have there. It'd be a shame if you graduated from Atlanta Falcons University and blew it," as they score another touchdown and cut their deficit to 1. The Crusaders looking to capitalize off the safety as Smallwood takes the snap, but he spent too much time at the Oklahoma City Jaguars pastry shop ordering apple turnovers as it's intercepted by Marcus Wilson, and he's going to be crossing across the 50-yard line and finally tackled at the 45. The Jaguars would be forced to punt, and it looks as if it was going to be fielded inside the 5, but DeAndre Coleman has something different in mind. Let's just try to slap it out of bounds, but the Jaguars recover it inside the 5. One has got to wonder what DeAndre Coleman had in mind. You can't even do that in Madden, let alone in real life. What was he thinking? Legend has it they may have unplugged his controller and plugged it in on the opposing team. He's not sure what he's doing. Why'd you do it, DeAndre? Then the Jaguars would cash in on Coleman's idiocracy and extend their lead. The Cougars pull out their Uno cards once again and try to tell the Panthers, "Two for your mistakes," but it is 2 for your mistakes, Cougars. No good. The Crusaders may have had bagels this morning because they've got butter on their fingers as they fumble the snap, and it's recovered by the Jaguars at the 40-yard line. Following the score of the Kansas Cougars, they're set to kick the ball back to the Tri-City Panthers, and there are no zookeepers in sight, and the Panthers are loose in the open field, crossing across the 50-yard line, and they're going to try to cut inside the 30, but they're tripped, and they're going to be down at the 15-yard line. The Jaguars looking to extend their lead, but I think the quarterback's colorblind sideline because he's throwing to the wrong jersey color as it's intercepted by the Crusaders. This game has more turnovers than a basketball game between two teams with armless players. At the start of the fourth quarter, the Jaguars, still desperate for points, would give the handoff to Fernando Menace, who would reverse his field, and he's got some open space in front of him. He's gonna try to score like a virgin on prom night, but he's gonna be pushed out of bounds at the 10-yard line. The Panthers looking to put the game away with the handoff, and they would tell the Cougars defense, hold my nuggets, suck my dick, and dive into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown, and they would take a 28-20 lead. But for the Crusaders, the more the quarter changes, the result stays the same, as they would be intercepted once again by the Jaguars, and this would seal the game 21-2. And on fourth down with 25 seconds left to salvage their season, Reggie Langford takes the snap for the Kansas Cougars, looking left, throws the ball towards the end zone, and it falls incomplete. The Cougars have been put down as the Tri-City Panthers win the game 28-20. For the Joplin Crusaders and the Kansas Cougars, take out your Metro cards and get aboard the L train. And you can enjoy your ride until next season, because consider your names written down in the Death Note, because your dreams of getting to the championship game have been absolutely deleted.